You're watching Taste the Victory.
Never too early to get ready for a new set, especially with the unpredictability of a TCG marketplace. Yikes.
Why are you like this, people who buy out cards?
BT8 decks stock up a lot on the new cards introduced in the new set and starter decks, but there's still some very important staples used from old sets. Let's look at some of those for every color so you don't need to panic and get ready at the last minute in May. If you find this vid helpful, please consider using my TCGplayer affiliate link in the description below. Shopping through my TCGplayer link supports the channel. For blue decks, you want to load up on your VMons. The main mascot of the O2 anime has a surprisingly high amount of impactful cards, and almost all of them see play in armor decks in some variation depending on preference. The all-4 starter deck Vmon is a great pickup at 3 to 4 because he helps you draw early game. Jamming Vmon from set 1.5 is a very powerful card for aggro decks. He's been a staple in every Imperial Digimon deck because of this and is unfortunately $6 for a rare. Unsuspend, Gain 1 Memory, X1 Vmon also offers good utility in this deck for synergizing with Ken Davis and armor texture for a much cheaper cost. Vmon's armors digivolve from him for a reduced cost, so any of these you can get your hands on is good too. These are also great in Imperial Digimon decks. Set 1.5 Davis is arguably Blue's best tamer. He becomes more amazing in armors and Imperial Digimon decks because almost everything is half blue, so you are more likely than ever to get his effects off, and even grab 2 with the half green Digimon. And finally, Hammer Spark is a starter deck card that has proven invaluable in blue as a whole. 3 to 4 are a good pickup. For eggs, 4 Booster Set 1 Upamon are great if you don't have them. It is the best blue baby by a country mile since it has a very easy to meet requirement to get a free draw 1. Also, don't forget your one of Ice Wall from Classic Collection. For yellow, their tamers are some of the most consistently strongest in the game. You should try and grab 3 to 4 of Booster Set 1 TK. 3 guaranteed memory is an important threshold in this game, and knowing what's in your security and possibly unbricking you is gigantic momentum. BT6 TK and Kari is also another fantastic and cheaper yellow tamer at 2 to 3 copies. If you're a fan of Mastamon and looking to play the DNA Digivolution deck, Set 1.0 Magna Angemon is a really good addition to the deck at 2 copies. The synergy with Alter Revival and on-play effects is amazing with its recovery +1. I guess some people already figure that out. Wow. Yellow Hybrid package is always a good generic pickup too from Booster Set 7 and will continue to be a strong deck. Let's talk about purple next, since Mastamon bridges the gap between these two colors a lot. With Mastamon DNA Digivolution decks being purple/yellow, you will see a lot of these purple and yellow cards combined in the same list. Booster Set 1.5 Lady Devimon is a good starting pickup at 3 to 4 copies as a level 5 that can help you draw into what you need, currently sitting at around $3.50. Next, Booster Set 7 Lucemon Chaos Mode is another powerful card to pick up for the DNA deck. Since DNA Mastamon can play it for free, its effective to delete a Digimon or Tamer becomes that much more stronger and is another level 5 to help you DNA Digivolve into the new Mastamon. 1 to 2 copies is a good count and is currently sitting around $30 since it is a secret rare. Set 1.5 Demi Miramon is a really strong egg to buy 4 copies of and is largely considered the best generic purple egg to run in any purple deck, so it will remain useful to you for a long time. We saw during Digifest the egg went as high as $6, but is currently back down to $3. Now is probably the best time to buy before the Mastamon hype starts back up. Honorable mentions go to 4 copies of Booster Set 4 Jackraid and starter deck Deathclaw. These are great long mileage cards in many purple decks that can always become useful depending on the meta and are dirt cheap. For green, 1 copy of Set 1.5 Hidden Potential Discovered is always handy to have on hand. It was so powerful it was limited to 1 and only cost pennies. Booster Set 1.0 Mimi Tachikawa is a powerful generic tamer to any green deck. She helps you hatch a new egg, getting an extra draw, or potentially win you game by pushing out of the breeding area, getting you an extra attack. Because of her genericness and being from Set 1.0, she currently sits at $6 for a rare. A still fantastic and much cheaper alternative is Booster Set 5 Izzy and Mimi Tamer. Its condition to gain 2 memory is still easy to meet. Shivamon is a new boss monster introduced for green in Booster Set 8, so the Digisorption package from Set 1.5 is very cheap right now and synergizes well with Shivamon since it wants all of your Digimon suspended. Booster Set 4 Nidhoggmon is a great mega as well in this deck, currently sitting around $1, and 1.5 Argomon level 2 is your best egg. For red, Greymon decks become a meta contender because of the new Blackboard Greymon deck in Booster Set 8. Red and black will share a lot of support because of that. It's good to get Greymon tribal stuff for this deck, like 2 to 3 copies of the starter deck Greymon that gives security attack +1. Hopefully we get a reprint soon of this card since Japan has one in the new red starter deck and is currently $12 here in English. Booster Set 5 Nokia also synergizes well with the Greymon theme at 3 to 2 copies and sits at about $1 right now for a rare. This Black War Greymon deck is probably the one deck in Booster Set 8 that relies on old cards the most. Promo Agumon is a very impactful card at 3 to 4 copies because it boosts every attacker in the deck, and the promo Greymon that comes with it is good early aggression. Either of the starter deck Agumons are good at 2 to 3 copies because of more easy DP boosts. 2 red memory boost promos from the Gallantmon and Ulforce Regionmon starter decks are good search tools in this deck, and 4 of the Koromon egg from Booster Set 5 will always go off with your attackers and help you draw. Finally, Booster Set 4 Marcus is a decent pickup for the deck as well, as it's a memory tamer and all of your main attackers are Greymons. For Black, X Antibody gets new support in the set and even more in Booster Set 9, so picking up the X Antibody package we have now in Booster Set 7 is a very solid investment. They're all good pickups at 3 to 4 copies and are cheap. Alphamon's Secret Rare from Booster Set 6 is also a decent pickup for a boss monster in this deck at 2 to 3 copies. It becomes less used in Booster Set 9, however, in favor of the cheaper Rare Alphamon introduced in that set, if you are worried about its $30 price tag when it used to be $20. And lastly, the Black Memory Boost from the starter deck promos are always a good generic pickup for any Black deck since they often lack draw power. And as a reminder, for all colors, it's worth picking up the rookies that stop memory gain and cost reduction. And that is every main color in the game. These are just the big staples for each color. There will be a couple smaller cards and tech choices you can pick up now as well for each color. If you have more suggestions like those, feel free to leave them in the comments below. This is my first time trying a video like this, so I hope this video is helpful. I'd appreciate any tips on this or if you would even like more of this in the future. I'll see you guys next time, and until next time, remember to stay hungry until you get a taste of victory.